This should be the last of the Sniperwolf saga. As we know, she gave us a very weak apology. Saying, oh, sorry, guys. Oopsie poopsie. And then YouTube said they demonetized her. But my understanding, that they actually didn't. They like demonetized one video or something. I'm going to look into this. This is it. And then we're done. We're done, dude. We're done with Sniperwolf. We're done with her. Okay? We're freaking finished. I'm tired of Sniperwolf, dude. I don't know how anybody enjoys her content's not. I mean, listen, when I look at people and I'm like, oh, I don't like this person, I get why people watch their content. But I personally don't quite understand the whole Sniperwolf thing. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. All she had to do was start crediting people, and people would have liked her. Instead, she decided to basically dox somebody. So let's see what we got here, guys. No more Sniper.
Seen by now, YouTube have officially responded along with Sniperwolf to everything that has happened in the Jax Films scenario, with YouTube officially taking away Sniperwolf's monetization. Or have they? Now, everybody's talked
did they?
about the apology. I've got the apology right here. You know, there's so many issues with this. You know, Leah says, oh, it's inexcusable. It was like a lapse of judgment from me. I should never have done this. I should never...
Like a week-long lapse of judgment.
Have done what I've done. But frankly, that's a lie. You can't tell me it's a lapse of judgment when she has this picture that happened a couple days after of her mocking going to his house.
Yeah, sure. We show up to your house. What are you doing? I mean, I don't know, dude. I'd have to shoo you away. That's weird. Why would you show up to my house?
This picture that happened a couple...
Who's her? Is that her sister? Is she dragging her sister into all this? Who's this child next to her?
Days after of her mocking going to his house. That's not a lapse in judgment. A lapse in judgment doesn't last for 3-4 days. That's frankly a lie.
Hey. It does for me when I'm on a bender, okay? Give me a little bit of a break. Okay.
And let's not even talk about the fact that YouTube actually ended up literally blaming Jax Films as well.
Confirming someone's YouTube monetization platform actions. How did they do that?
Saying the behavior on both
Confirming Sniperwolf have received a temporary monetization suspension per creator responsibility policies. Off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk or harm our community, and the behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. Hoping everybody helps move this conversation into a better place. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I would have understood that if it wasn't for and again, I don't know if we would consider it an act of doxing, but you know, I don't know if she leaked any information, but either way, she showed up to the dude's house. That's really incredibly inappropriate. Hot take, right? And I think it's scary. If she showed up to my house, I'd be like, what the heck, you know? It would make me at least like a cringe, you know? I'd have to hit the dab on her, you know what I mean? That being said, if it was before this, like, yeah, YouTube could have been like, oh, Jax is, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know. Jax is kind of Jax Film guys were being kind of annoying. Again, it was funny, but it was like kind of annoying. Sniperwolf's the only real criticism of Sniperwolf, again, she does like TikTok reactions. They're like 5-second TikToks. She has a 2-second. I don't care. It's like a weird gray area. I don't really care. Him constantly making videos, I could see why she would be annoyed by it, because it was like people are going through her divorce, and it's like obnoxious. I understand she has a shitty past, though. She's not a great person. I did a whole reaction to something of like that recently, looking at all of her past. But I could see why it would be weird. Maybe, I don't know if I'd consider it bullying, but I mean, I guess. No, I wouldn't consider it bullying, but I could see why somebody would be perturbed constantly making the videos. But all she had to do, again, was credit the people and make a little baby Twitter apology and move on. And people would have liked her again, and people would have left her alone. So, but either way, she pushed it to a point where I don't even know why they would put this in their response. It's weird.
Sides isn't what we want on YouTube. He made parody videos about her. She went to his house and put it on the internet. That's a threat. I think I know which one.
What if she was just stopping by for a quickie and he missed the chance of his lifetime? It's something to think about. What if that's what it was?
Is the problem, and it's not Jax Films.
Just kidding.
Also, by the way, Leah spelled Jax Films wrong in every single version of this. Did nobody proofread this apology? If I was Jax Films, I'd be...
maybe it was intentional. I don't know. Could have been.
Insulted by this, frankly. I would be insulted that it seems like YouTube actually helped her make this. In my opinion, based on the fact that both of these things were released at the same time, makes me think that YouTube co-wrote this with Sniperwolf. That they said, hey, we're going to do this to your channel. You release this.
I don't know about if they co-wrote it. Well, they might have actually. I don't know if they co-wrote it, but I understand what he's saying. They might have. They probably planned to release it. Yeah, for sure.
Statement, and then everything's going to go away, and we can all move on, and we can start making money again.
Yeah,
that's what
money,
I feel like
baby.
happened. And one of the reasons why I believe that is because everybody's saying, "Oh, her channel's been demonetized. We don't know how long for," which is a real shame. You know, they said temporarily. What? An hour? Half an hour? 5 minutes? 5 seconds?
Not all.
When you go on Sssniperwolf's channel, as you could see right here, I have a little plugin installed called vidIQ. It tells
That's so funny. Damn, YouTube's got to stop fucking around, man. People have external applications that can fact check all the bullshit that they're doing.
me that this video is monetized. This is from 2 weeks ago. Now, when I go on Sssniperwolf's channel and I click on like her newest video, this one isn't monetized. So all YouTube have done is gone back and just demonetized the videos from when the controversy happened going forward.
Oh, that's not that bad, I guess. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like they should have demonetized her for like a week. At least, maybe even a month.
So she's still making all of that money off of the backlog, and guess what? So are they. Why does Sssniperwolf get
well, that doesn't matter. I don't care if they... So just to be clear, YouTube... Just to be clear, because I think what he's going to allude to, and I get it, but it's not correct, is that YouTube is leaving her monetized so that they can make money. YouTube doesn't have to leave her monetized to make money. They can demonetize her and still run ads on her content. In fact, they do that sometimes. They actually will do that sometimes. They will like when you first make a channel, it doesn't mean that there's no ads on your videos. It even says it. I forget where. I remember reading it through YouTube. That they still have the right to monetize stuff. It just doesn't mean that you'll make money from it. So they could have left it. They could have left it and it would have been fine. They could have just left her demonetized and they still would have made money. So I don't think that's part of it. But yeah, they probably should just give her like a demonetization for like a week or so, at least.
Special treatment. Because it wouldn't be the same if I did something like this. It wouldn't be the same if PewDiePie did something like this, or another male YouTuber, and that is frankly the truth.
A male? I don't think it has anything to do with him being a man. We've seen special treatment before. I mean, like, I think people had to beg Ethan to get a ban for a week because he made a threatening remark about the NRA. So I don't think it's about men or women. I think it's just about people in general that make them a lot of money. And I think that there is favoritism, but they could still make money off her. But yeah.
I do not understand what this special treatment is. I've never seen anything so blatant.
Because she makes them a ton of money, you know? So they're going to treat her nice. They don't want to push her off the platform. It's not right. I'm just saying it's nothing to do with her being a woman. I think that that's silly goosery.
Most people wouldn't even have spotted something like this. But I saw this straight away, and I was just like, it's a sham.
I feel like everybody spotted it. I saw it on Twitter.
Like, this is a sham response. She didn't even spell his name right, and she didn't even, like, face any actual punishment for what she did. It's crazy. Oh, and don't even get me started on the videos of her and the people who are underage. A lot of people have been going, yeah, it was 10 years ago, da-da-da-da. But YouTube didn't delete those videos. YouTube haven't even said anything about that. That's actually, in my opinion, worse than the Sssniperwolf Jax film stuff, you know? Okay, she endangered him. But posting, like, sexual stuff to do with minors on the internet...
She didn't post sexual stuff to do with minors. Stop. Like, it just not... Just stop it. That I already went through those. You can go look back at my old backlog if you want. That's not what happened. I'll post them in this video. She didn't post sexual stuff with minors. I'm not going to go through it, but you can watch my videos, and if you don't want to, then shut the fuck up.
Internet. That's a bit insane. And YouTube have just ignored that. They've gone, oh, keep everybody on this Jax film shit. You know, don't let people, like, dare talk about her history of scary Omegle videos she used to make. Okay. I'm frankly blown away that her and her sister could post this.
Okay.
I'm frankly blown away.
I have no ill intention. Sniperwolf, you showed up to my house. Damn, does he not know how to fight or something? Oh, that's a little funny. I'm not sure. It's a little funny. It's not right, but that's a little funny. It's a little bit funny.
Her and her sister could post this.
Suck my nuts. In addition, okay.
And then...
she didn't dox anyone, dumbass. Google Jackson's address. LOL, anyone can see it. Well, I don't think doxing is just showing somebody your address. Doxing is also amplifying it. I'm pretty sure that's part of the definition of doxing. Search for and publish private or identifying information about a particular individual on the internet, typically with malicious intent. Okay, maybe she did. I don't know, dude. I feel like it's still within that realm. Like, she signal boosted it. If anything, again, I keep saying the doxing isn't even necessarily the problem. I mean, it is. It's just the problem is she showed up there as a threatening... It's just kind of threatening in general, you know?
This? And the response is to half-ass demonetize the YouTube channel, release a statement where you blame the victim. And that's what Jax Films is. You know, They mock that. They mock the idea that he's a victim, but he is. She tried to like incite like a physical threat upon this man.
I don't know if she necessarily tried to incite a physical threat. I don't think that that needs to happen. Like, frankly, I doubt she was trying to incite a physical threat. It's totally possible, but that's not really relevant, guys, because it's reasonable for Jax to feel like there was a physical threat incited upon to him, right? That's more important. It's like if you're walking on a sidewalk and you pretend you're gonna hit some random stranger and they like do this and they flinch and they end up like falling down a hole. You're responsible for them falling down a hole because they had a reasonable understanding that they could have been hurt. So,
because he made videos on her saying that he finds her reaction content to be subpar at best and a funny joke as well. Like, he was just joking around. And there's been no punishment, and she ran this through like Chat GPT or something. But this is like an AI-generated apology. You can't convince me that her or somebody from YouTube helped her write this, because it's not even correct. Like, she's not even addressed him by his actual name. I don't know if that's her being petty. Based on what I've seen from Sssniperwolf, I would say that she's doing it intentionally to piss him off, which seems even weirder. Why would you do that after all of this? You're not going to make any money off your videos for the next week. Oh, wait, hang on. She is. It's because you know she's gotten away with it. That's why.
Did she stop posting? I'm wondering. I don't know why they would just do videos moving forward. That just doesn't. That's just so weird to me. She's still making content. I don't understand why they wouldn't just demonetize her channel for like a month or something.
Like, if I was Sssniperwolf, I'd be sat there going, my backlog is monetized, I'll upload videos for a week and, you know, they won't get any ads on them and that sucks, I've probably been robbed.
What's funny is Sssniperwolf's content is doing better than it was before. I remember last time I looked at her videos were pulling 500K-ish, which is still amazing. But now every one of her videos is sitting at a cool mil, easy. She's making money off this controversy. That's actually kind of fucked up. Sssniperwolf actually was texting back and forth with 16-year-old Molly Bobby Brown, and she was mentioned it in her lyrics, so she was weird with my... What does that mean? Was she fucking saying, show me your pussy, Millie? I don't understand. Like, what is the like, what does that mean to me that she was texting a 16-year-old? They're both celebrities, or like whatever. I don't really. What's the context there? Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, there are very few spots where it's going to be justifiable to talk to a 16-year-old as like a 30-year-old. But how old is Millie Bobby Brown anyway? Let me see really quick. I just want to. She's 19. Okay, so this is 3 years ago. So Sssniperwolf would in 27. Okay, so 27 and 16, right? There are very few contexts where that's appropriate. One context is like, I don't know, maybe the two of you go to the YMCA together or something. Maybe the two of you were in a club together. I don't know, but like, they're both celebrities. I doubt it was anything sexual. You know, if you might be like, well, what if it was a guy? I would say the same thing. I don't care. They're both like, it's a celebrity interact like that. They're in a similar job field. Maybe they're going to collaborate. Yeah, I don't care. Oh, is that a Drake reference? Oh, still. I mean, did Drake sexually message Millie Bobby Brown? Did Drake sexually? That's the first search. Sexually abused Millie Bobby Brown. Oh my God. Holy Jesus Christ. That's horrible. Listen, if they were just talking, I don't care. They might have been in a celebrity friendship, but if there was something going on there. Drake's representatives say the rapper isn't behind a viral comment or video. What did he say? I don't know. What if it was a guy? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Let's continue.
For about like 15 grand.
I actually believed it, dude. That's how famous Sssniperwolf is.
Something. Robbed. Yeah, because I'm the victim. I'm Sssniperwolf. I'm the victim. So I've been robbed. And that annoying Jax Films guy, I'll just have to ignore it, I guess. What? If I was Jax Films, I think I would proceed with something legally about this against Sssniperwolf, because
yeah, he could probably do something. He could probably, I don't know if he could sue for like legitimate damages, but he could probably sue for emotional distress.
Sure. He is on unbelievable grounds to do something about this. YouTube aren't going to do anything about it. It's now unfortunately in his hands. What a shame that the platform didn't take any responsibility for what happened from a platform that actually props up this creator clearly favors her. It's insane to me. I was like on YouTube side in my video that I posted literally a couple days ago. I did a live stream yesterday with iNabber. We did our podcast live. Thank you everybody who tuned in. We spoke about it and we didn't want to be too harsh on YouTube. But what I realized today that the videos were just like not actually properly demonetized and they basically are doing a smokescreen about that, I felt personally quite offended because I do know that if it was me or if it was Jack's Films and the roles were reversed, I know that we might not even have YouTube channels. And is it because we don't make them enough money?
Yeah, maybe. That might be true.
We're not big enough? I don't know.
At the very least, he probably would have actually been punished more harshly because, you know, but she's in the upper echelon, so she gets magical special treatment. So good for her, I guess.
What
a wiener head? Because she makes the money. That's the reason. It's wrong. They should punish her, but that is the reason.
I really would like to know. I've been, you know, so on YouTube side for a lot of stuff. I feel like they've been pretty decent over the last couple of years. Obviously, they have some horrific.
They've been decent. I like the newest edition where you can take a class online. I'm not even like a test, and it'll get rid of your content warning. That's cool. I actually do like that. I know they care about their creators, but this is obviously going to remove people's trust, especially creators, from their platform.
Errors. They're really not perfect, but compared to other platforms, I wouldn't want to post my videos anywhere else. But as somebody who makes commentary videos, seeing the response to this, the fact that I'd be seen as almost like, what, as somebody who's antagonizing her because I'm calling her out for her wrongdoings, and then I would be the one who gets, I guess, equally punished, because Jackson is being punished here by YouTube. They are basically saying, hey, she can turn up to your house if you make videos on her. You're both in the wrong, but we'd prefer if you just both didn't do it.
Actually, to be honest with you, okay. My understanding is that technically in the harassment policy of YouTube, if you continuously make videos about a specific person over and over again, it could be considered harassment. So I'm not saying
one specific way.
I'm not saying I agree with this. However, it's possible that Jack's Films did violate their community guidelines. Technically, so that might be what they're referring to. That's my understanding. And I could be wrong, but I believe I heard somewhere that if you consistently make videos about, like, if you make videos exclusively about one person, it could be considered some type of harassment. So that might be why they are saying that there's issues on both sides. And I get it. I would have to see it. I'm trying to, I don't know if I'll be able to find that. That might just be hearsay, guys. I don't know if that would be the word. But maybe that's what they're referring to when it comes to it. What about so then a crap ton of T channels will fall into this category of harassment? I think it's specifically. I think from what I remember, Geno Samuels with the Christian documentary. My understanding, on my Christian, let's just type like Christian 71 or whatever. On that is that he had to make a new channel because they pulled some of his stuff down. I think. Oh, this is a part 12. Did it get re-uploaded? What the heck? Anyway, they pulled his original one down because they considered it harassment. Now I guess you'd consider his content educational. But there's an argument to be made. Oh my god, I can't speak like I'm speaking like a child. That being said, I don't think anything in Jack's videos were considered harassment. But that might be what they're talking about. I don't really know.
I mean, the punishment doesn't fit the crime here. Also, it's eye for an eye, not, I don't know, knees, shoulders, knees and toes, and legs for a fingernail, which seems to be what YouTube are doing today. Jack's Films, you've been viciously attacked with 100 wounds, 100 knife wounds.
I don't think that's true.
Sssniperwolf, he accidentally stood on your toe. You're both evil, and you both should stop. This is crazy. You both should stop. How dare you, Jack's Films, retaliate in self-defense? What is wrong with you? Frankly, it's barbaric, what I've seen today, and I really hope YouTube either do something to amend this or amend the tweet that they made. They're not going.
The thing that I'm most upset about with this whole Sssniperwolf thing and how she's not getting punished is I personally think that she should get permanently banned, because she needs to fall significantly in order for her to actually make an OnlyFans account. So I'm kind of waiting for that. That's why I'm disappointed. But if you look, this controversy's actually increased her views on her YouTube video. Guys, I gotta say, I'm very disappointed. What the heck? Now, I wasn't gonna pay for it, of course, but I would have used a leak site. Because, you know, hey, I just want to check out a couple of them. Just a couple pics. I'm curious, you know? So that's my that's my biggest problem.
It's going to be left now. I know how this works. But it's just a bit mental that they've tried to get away with hiding the fact they aren't actually going to be doing anything about this. Okay.
Don't pretend like you guys haven't thought of it either. Like, I mean, all the women are probably like, oh, you're disgusting. Really? Every man agrees with me. And they're all like, no, I don't think she's trying. Just stop. You want to look at it. You're just as curious as me. Okay? It's like if I had a teacher from high school make one. Boom. I would look at it. So.
Okay, the next week of videos are going to be demonetized, but she'll probably flick the ads back on after the week's over. I mean, I don't know how long this temporary ban is. It doesn't even feel like it's something that YouTube have actually installed on their end. Normally, YouTube go in and they'll switch something off. Shane Dawson has had it happen. PewDiePie has had it happen. You know, they switch it off on the back end, right? I think they've just said to Sssniperwolf, preferably turn the ads off. I don't think YouTube have actually done anything because look,
maybe
the whole channel is still monetized, and I didn't think that was something they could do. I didn't think they could do that. I didn't think they could only take monetization off for the next week's worth of videos. As far as I'm concerned, that's not possible. But hey, maybe they did a little bit of coding.
Be interesting if they sanctioned Sssniperwolf. If they said we're gonna let you monetize, but we're gonna keep some of your money, and then we're gonna like until you come to an arrangement with Jax Films. Could you imagine that? Until Jax Films accepts your apology, we're gonna withhold your YouTube money indefinitely. Then she has to come to the table and be like, all right, Jax, what do you want? That'd be interesting.
Specifically for Leah. When it surprised me, they go out of their way to help her. As a content creator, frankly, it's depressing. It makes me sad. I'm very lucky that I've got
I'm not that sad about it. I mean, it's kind of bullshit, but I feel like I've been wronged so much worse in the real life. It's like when I used to work my other job, I had like vacation times and benefits taken away from me, even though I was protected by a union. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, this isn't fair, but it is what it is, you know?
Super supportive community. You guys have been great to me, and I appreciate that. The support on this channel has been unbelievable. And honestly, I can thank you guys enough. But when I see stuff like this, it just worries me a bit. You know, I wanted to kind of go like all in on YouTube. I don't really stream on stuff like Twitch anymore and places like that.
Yeah, Twitch kind of sucks.
But when I see stuff like this, I'm like, you know, Twitch sucks, but you know, maybe it is better to like not have all your eggs in one basket.
That part's true. Unfortunately, there's really no YouTube competitor. I mean, when it comes down to it, YouTube is the best video platform. I think YouTube is the Nintendo Switch of streaming. Like, they're not one of the big contenders that are fighting each other, but they're an auxiliary platform. Everybody has a Nintendo Switch and a PlayStation and an Xbox. When it comes to shorts content, they're not the best, but they pay ridiculous amounts of money. You will make probably... you'll make about $100+ per million views on YouTube. You will make about $15 per million views on Instagram, and you will make about $25-30 per million views on TikTok. And it's been going down because TikTok has a limited creator fund. I used to make 50, but that was when there were less people in the fund. And I in the Instagram program. So YouTube plays a ridiculous amount of like more. So really, YouTube is probably the best platform out there, all jokes aside. And it's cool because I think that overall, YouTube treats their people well, but they're also kind of unparalleled in so many different ways that they can monopolize, and it can be very scary. So...
because if YouTube are going to pick favorites like this...
Am I going to multi-stream on Twitch? Is it allowed on Twitch? When did they do that?
I don't know. I might make the video on the wrong person one day, not realize like how powerful they are, and then, you know, they get away with doing something crazy like this, and then I lose my channel. Because I think Jax Films only...
If Sssniperwolf shows at my house, I think I would floss for her.
Doesn't get punished really because of the fact that he's also big enough where he could like make a big fuss about it. Whereas, you know, I think if he had like a few million less subscribers, YouTube would be like, you harassed her. You uploaded videos on her, you harassed her. Even though if you actually watch the videos and you have the context of what he's doing, it's nothing close to the sort. I will reach out directly and hope we can find some time to connect and communicate.
Maybe Sniperwolf is just bullying Jax because she thinks that she thinks he's cute. Yeah, do we ever think about that? Maybe it's just a little bit of a middle school drama.
How are you going to do that when you don't even know what his name is properly?
Really? They allowed it on Twitch? Where can I look into that?
How are you going to find his Instagram if you can't even spell it? I'd also like to thank YouTube for holding me accountable. That's just like a load of bullshit. I deserve it. Respect the decision. Appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow from a true lapse in judgment. Yeah, but a lapse in judgment doesn't last for a week. It's been 7 days. And frankly, she knew what she was doing. She even in her newest video played victim by saying she's having a terrible week. Who's having...
I mean, she probably was having a terrible week. That doesn't justify what she did. I mean, again, she's getting sued. People will not stop harassing her before the showing up to Jax's house. But that's not an excuse. So, like, people were obsessed with Sniper. Like, let's be real. As annoying and shitty as she is, people were obsessed with Sniperwolf because she was doing low-effort reaction content. It wasn't really that big of a deal. But it was like it was TikToks. It was like short form content. It's very different than watching someone's full video and doing nothing. It's like a compilation. Again, I think it's like a gray zone. And people were just like obsessed with her. I get it. Or I wouldn't even say obsessed, but they were like really going in on her because there was nothing else to talk about. You know, they were like speculating on her divorce and her divorce papers. That to me is wild. That's like super inappropriate. So I get she's having a bad week, but it doesn't justify showing up to somebody's house.
the worst week? You, who doxed somebody and got away with it, or Jax Films, who now doesn't feel safe in his own home because he made a few jokes on the internet at the expense of a reaction commentary video. It's barbaric that she is actually being accepted as the victim by YouTube in any way on this. And don't even get me started on the Omegle videos, man. Like, if you guys have seen my videos on that, you know, there'll be a card. You'll be able to check them out. Like, they're linked on the end screen at the end of this video. Okay. The Omegle videos are horrific.
They're not. They're really not that bad.
The worst things I've seen. They're not. Like, they are bad.
They're not. They're really just not.
Like, it is very strange what she's doing to minors.
This was 9-10 years ago. It's not that strange.
It's on Omegle. And yeah, the videos are like 6-7 years ago. But even so,
the other video, okay.
So it's still horrible to watch.
Not really.
And I don't think it's okay then, and I don't think it's okay now. Okay. And I think that YouTube have managed to get away with letting her delete them before they could actually punish her by...
They're not horrific, man. You gotta relax a little bit. I feel like he probably believes what he's saying. You know, and that's why I feel bad for a lot of people. They actually, I think that people think that, like, oh my God, these are so bad. I think people are very outraged. I think they believe the outrage, and I think that that's why we have so much mental health problems, because holy fuck, man, relax. You know, one of them was this random, like, meme that it even said at the top that was like, oh, this is not a real person, where they had some image of some girl. It was like an Omegle meme, I guess, 9 years ago or whatever it was. And she's like, oh, show me your boobs. And Sniperwolf was like, you first. And then she showed him, and Sniperwolf knew it was like a meme. Is it appropriate for her to post it? Probably not. But it wasn't really a big deal. And then the other one, like, yeah, we didn't know how old the guys were. She asked a couple of guys to twerk for her. Very clearly not sexual. I twerked in that video. Nobody jacked off to it. Not all twerking is sexual. It can be. If you're in, like, booty shorts and a whole other thing. You know, if they get me in a rap video, it'll be very sexual, you know. But it's not a sexual act. So...
striking her YouTube channel, which she should have had.
And people will be like, well, what's a guy? Under the same context, I would say the same thing. I don't care. I don't care. The mom even walked in and she's like, Mom, do you want to twerk too? Like, obviously, you could... Again, I would argue that her intention wasn't sexual, obviously. It's still inappropriate because that could lead to something, potentially. But, like, yeah, it's not, like, horrific. It's not horrific. It's inappropriate. But
she's going to avoid the strikes now because she deleted them of her own accord, I guess.
They could still strike her if they wanted to.
So YouTube aren't even going to punish her for that. She's really gotten away with it. And it just makes you think, are other, like, nut jobs like her going to do stuff like this again to other people? Are people going to feel like that's okay to do to people who make commentary videos? To people who call them out? For minor stuff originally.
Maybe we deserve it, honestly. Maybe you should. Legally, no, of course. But morally, maybe some of us deserve to have someone show up to our house. I don't know. I'm not even excluding myself, man. Sometimes, you know what? As bad of a person as I think Trisha Paytas has been in the past, I feel like some of my commentary was a little over the line now that I look back. So if she showed up to my house and I would get it. I'd kind of get it. I'd be like, okay, Trish, I get it. What makes it inappropriate if it's not sexual? So there are some acts in general that exist that could lead potentially to sexual acts, right? The reason why we can tell it's not sexual is obviously she was doing it for content. However, you know, we don't know the actual internal machinations of somebody's mind. Based on all the evidence, we know it wasn't sexual, or at least like 99.9% sure. However, anybody could use that excuse and make content like that. And you know what I'm saying? So that's why it shouldn't be allowed. You could even argue that it should be a strikeable offense. I actually would probably agree with that. But she wasn't trying to sexualize kids. No, the kids weren't actually sexualized. But yeah, it was still inappropriate. It's like there are actions that people will take that could lead to inappropriate behavior. That doesn't mean that it is necessarily like on the foundationally inappropriate, right? Because intentions matter a lot. But we should still just not accept it because it's so on the line. If that makes sense. Hopefully I'm communicating myself well. I'm squeaking like a little rat. Hey, what's up, Brittany?
You gotta remember, this was over reaction videos. Now it's about potentially like scaring somebody in their own home and
coming to Jack's Film's house at 3 a.m. Gone right.
Weird stuff with minors on Omegle. She did that. She blew it out of proportion. All she had to do was credit people for some TikToks.
True.
It wouldn't have been hard. Well, thanks for watching this video.
That is true. And she could have even announced it and she would have looked like such a good person.
Oh, I'm sorry that this one might be a bit more ranty, you know. I'm working on like a big kind of Sssniperwolf video at the moment that should be out hopefully in the next couple of days on my main channel.
All the people making family twerking videos during COVID. Yeah, there was a lot of people, which I still think are kind of weird, but either way, like I get it. You know, like doesn't mean it's instantly sexual. It's just weird. That's why we should just like, yeah, don't have that happen.
There will be more of like a more fun, jokey look at this situation, although still quite serious.
All right, cool beans. I can go, I guess, check out their podcast with iNebler. Seems pretty poggers. Kind of curious about this Kavos' videos really quick. Let's just see what we hear. Caught ban evading. I'm curious about what that means.
I'm going to show you that Sssniperwolf isn't punished by YouTube for doxing.
They should bend her over and spank her a little bit. I gotta stop. The direction of my channel is not where I want it to be.
Jack's Film. You've heard that right. If you haven't heard, Sssniperwolf, massive creator on YouTube, reaction. You've heard that right. If you haven't heard, Sssniperwolf, massive.
Doesn't this mean that her channel is demonetized? I'm very confused because I thought we just heard that her channel wasn't demonetized. And this was the same symbol that was in Renesmee's last video. Oh, his name is I'm Alex. Okay, but you know, you get my point. So does that mean that they actually did demonetize her maybe after the fact or something? Right? Because that means, yes, it's the same symbol, right? I'm not stupid as fuck. It's the same symbol. So is she not, is she demonetized? Is it a... This one has the same symbol, but her whole channel has this. So does that mean that she actually is demonetized?
Creator on YouTube, reaction channel who adds absolutely nothing to her content. Well, Jack's Films criticized that and she doxed his address to her millions of Instagram followers and offered him outside for a confrontation. This is absolutely psychotic behavior and worthy of a very harsh punishment. If anyone else did this, they would have a very strict punishment, if not termination. While YouTube in their double standard glory issued
maybe. Yeah, probably.
Supposed punishment. Firming Sniper.
I was just thinking about Frank Hassel. I was like, did he get banned? But I don't think he got a YouTube channel.
Wolf has
probably already got banned before he showed up at Boogie's house. But Boogie did ask for it.
Either temporary monetization suspension per creator responsibility policies, off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk, harm our community, and the behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. Hoping everyone helps move on this convo to a better place. Yeah, you read that right. They blame Jack's Films partly for it, but temporary demonetization is basically a holiday for Sssniperwolf. You're not going to earn money for a couple weeks. Well, at least that's what we thought. She has been caught. YouTube has been caught. This is only half true. Before I show you the proof, I think it's very important we look at Sssniperwolf's apology for this because...
Yeah. We already saw that. Blah, 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 blah. We got that. I already know about that. Okay.
It's succeeding. If you go to Sssniperwolf's channel, you will see a channels tab and you'll find one of her other channels called Sssniperwolf Top Videos. Now, her channel, main channel, was demonetized by YouTube.
Oh, so is she posting on her other channel?
Temporarily. Well, this channel is fully monetized.
Okay, I don't really know if I care that much about that. You could argue a ban evasion, because I know if you get like outright banned on a channel, you're not allowed to post on other channels for that time. But since it's a monetization, I mean, unless she's posting the content from her demonetized channel onto that channel as a way to get past it, then I don't care. Does that make sense?
This month
This whole thing's so confusing. Is she demonetized or not? The point that I'm making is, like, if she puts these videos onto her alternative channel, then I would argue that it's a ban evasion. What is this? What is this channel for? Sssniperwolf top videos? It looks like she might be. Oh, it looks like she actually might have been an invasion. She is, though. It seems like she is. Why is this called top videos? What's the point of this channel? What the f- I'm so fucking confused.
Hello, friends. It's...
She's re-uploading from her main to her alt. Okay. Wait, isn't that a...
Hello, friends.
Wait. Wait, is this a collection of multiple videos into one? Or is this just a re-upload? Because I'm pretty sure re-uploads are against community guidelines as well, no? I get maybe it's not. Is it just a different thumbnail? I'm so fucking confused. Is it multiple I'm a little confused on how this works. Okay.
To look. He's literally holding a girl up. You have to look up. You can't just be like chilling like
Okay. Get the video extension to see the monetization status, by the way. I don't care about getting the extension. I see it from other people's thing. It seems like it's a little wonky because like Alex is saying that she wasn't demonetized in her main channel, but then I'm looking at the Cavos video and it shows that she is demonetized in her main channel. And then I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't get the top videos thing, but if she's dual posting, then is that not against policy because posting multiple videos of the same thing? Oh, this is multiple. Okay, so she posts multiple ones of her videos into one thing. Okay, I gotcha.
This channel's
So
rated
like
17 million views, which, if you don't know, is a shitload of cheddar. So already, Sssniperwolf isn't being cut off from monetization. She's making bank off this channel, be it not a touch.
They should have just suspended her AdSense account for like a week, is what they should have done. I think that would have been the best idea. They should have just like done it for like a week.
On her main channel, but she's still making great money. But it gets worse. Sssniperwolf, miss, I'm so happy.
It's definitely ban evasion. I don't know. I don't really know. Can I upload the same content on two different channels? I don't think you're allowed to, but I think you're allowed to, like, if I decided to put two videos together and upload it, that would be fine, even if they're both individually uploaded. It's weird the way YouTube works. I'm not 100% sure, though. But I don't know if it's ban evasion. Like I said, if it was an actual ban, then yeah, of course it's ban evasion. But if it's a monetization ban, I mean, here's the thing. Here's the biggest thing why it's not ban evasion to me. It's because YouTube knows about her. My interaction with YouTube, if something happens to my channel, goes through fucking Twitter. Like, I have to actually go into Twitter to be like, hey, because YouTube, the actual Creator Studio is worthless dog shit. Like, there's twice that I've gotten banned unjustifiably, and I went there, I appealed it, and they said no, and then I went to Twitter, and then they're like, oops, our bad. Sssniperwolf has a representative, and like they're on the phone. So she probably even talked to like a big rep from YouTube too. So they knew what they were doing. They know how many channels she has. They know she has like 15 channels or whatever in different languages and whatnot. So they know what they're doing. They know what she's doing. So for them to not demonetize that's not like, I wouldn't consider it ban evasion in the context that they knew it. But I still think it's wrong. YouTube should have given like some kind of like a week or something of demonetization. But that's why I would be like, oh, it's not really ban evasion because they knew about it. They probably had a conversation. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna demonetize your main channel or something for a little while. Should it be? Maybe, probably. But again, YouTube should have demonetized. It's not like it's a small channel for me where it's like, oh, I have 2 channels and they demonetized one channel. I can just whatever, you know. So I think that ultimately we could probably all come to the conclusion that YouTube doesn't really care, right? They don't really care about giving her a demonetization. It's really just to get everybody to calm down.
YouTube held me accountable and respect their decision, has been posting on this channel to earn revenue, monetization, and even re-uploading videos from her main channel onto her second channel.
Well, I think that's what the channel's about. Okay, I don't think there's anything else that I really care about here. Yeah, at the end of the day, like, there's really nothing else here. It's kind of just is what it is. At the end of the day, YouTube should give her a more serious punishment. And they're probably not going to, because it would. This is the problem: is that it would look bad for them if they allowed. They should have punished her harder. That's really what it should have been. They should have punished her a lot more aggressively. This just looks like uploads of old content, like 3 videos into one. I think that that's the whole point of this video. Yeah, it is. There's 4 here, I guess. YouTube knows about it. They don't care. They should have cared. They should have given her like a week-long demonetization. They didn't. It is what it is. I don't. People should still keep complaining about YouTube, but ultimately, what you have to understand is that the Sssniperwolf, the Sniperwolf situation. This is YouTube's. This is now YouTube's problem. This is YouTube's fault now. YouTube is the daddy that decided that Sssniperwolf can get away with whatever she wants to get away with. If they had given her a stern 1 week plus long demonetization across all channels, I think everybody would have been happy, and YouTube would have looked like pretty decent out of this. The fact that they didn't do this and they just wanted Sssniperwolf to get a slap on the wrist and make it seem like she's getting heavily punished, that's just annoying as shit. Personally, I don't really care anymore, because like I'm not going to invest any more fucking emotional energy. Like, oh my god, I'm not going to feign outrage. I'm not surprised. I'm 33. I've worked a real job, and shit like this happens all the time. I'm not saying it's right. What I'm saying is like I'm desensitized to it. It's like, okay, it is what it is, and I'm about to move on about my day. But people are rightfully upset.